Okay guys, I'm going to do a little trick that helped me out a whole bunch when I first got this truck. Okay, story is on this '07 Silverado truck. This is a good little old truck. But my friend that used to own this truck, his dad bought it new. That's the story. His dad bought it new in '07 and drove it for a while. Then his son bought it and drove it for a while, and then I wound up with it. So, but his dad, my point is, his dad used to smoke cigarettes. So it had a cigarette smell in it. So it's hard to get it out. So when I first got the truck, I had a few things done to it. My buddy had before I bought the truck was going down the road, and he didn't know it, but somebody had dumped some paint in the road. I guess it fell out in the back of a truck, whatever, and he rolled into it, going down the highway, and it got paint all up in here, all over the side. So I couldn't get it off, and I was scared that I was going to mess the paint up on the truck. So I had a professional do it at a detail shop, and I told him, I said, take your time. I'm in no hurry. If it takes a week, 2 weeks, whatever, go ahead. But he got every bit of it off. I couldn't believe it. He has more patience than I do. And I mean, there's not a spot left on the truck. So, and I apologize for this truck being dirty. This thing looks great when it's cleaned up. But I live here in East Tennessee, and everything is blooming, and there is just no need in cleaning it, because an hour later, you'd have to do it again. So anyway, he got all the paint and stuff off, but I was telling him that I was having problems. I asked him, how do you get cigarette smoke out of the interior? I said, my wife has a bionic nose. She can smell trouble or anything. I'm just using that for an example, but really she can smell things that I cannot smell. I don't know if it's because I used to be a welder for years and years and years, and I don't know. But I used to weld in petroleum tanks every day, or weld on them, aluminum and stuff like that. Maybe that's why I'm a nut today. I don't really know. But anyway, I don't smell as good as I used to. With my nose, I mean, y'all can take that either way. It don't matter. Anyway, so my point is, the guy at the detail shop, he said, I got a little trick for you. He said, what you do? He said, go get you some, by the way, this truck's name is Coffee. Okay. Let's go get you some coffee and put it in some little containers. And I can't smell cigarette smoke anymore. Honestly, I can't. But my wife says every once in a while, we've had this truck for, I don't know, a year and a half. I don't know. Time travels so quickly. But anyway, he said, go get you some coffee and put it in some containers, shut the doors. And he said the coffee will absorb all the cigarette odors, anything else that's in the truck. By golly, it did. I mean, it smells 10,000 times better. Like I said, I can't tell no difference. So I was just going to show you what we got. Actually, I was going to try this. They had this coffee on sale. I'd never tried it before, but it's a Nescafe cinnamon, I don't know, Cafe de Coliolo, I don't know. Anyway, it's cinnamon coffee. I tried it. I didn't much care for it, but that's just me. But I got it because I knew it was going to smell like cinnamon. So, got a couple of little containers here. I put some coffee in it out of this same jar. And every day or two, I'd come around and kind of stir it up a little bit, or get a stick and move it around just a little bit. And this coffee will absorb all the odors. I think if you try it on a vehicle that you don't have to drive every day, like maybe over the weekend or day or two, just give it a trick. I'll tell you another little tip. Don't ask me how I know this, but if you kind of set it where you can see it when you open up the door, you won't accidentally kick it and have coffee everywhere. Don't ask me how I know this, but I do. So anyway, that's what I'm putting this in here. I haven't told my wife I'm doing this. I'm just going to see if she says anything. She doesn't hardly smell it anymore either. She hardly ever says anything about it, but I'm just wanting it to smell like cinnamon. You can buy those air fresheners, but they don't absorb the odors, but the coffee does. Now, that's a little trick a professional detailer told me. So I'm going to put it in here again, and next time I open up the doors in a day or two, it'll smell like cinnamon. And I really like the way it done. I mean, it done really good. And the seats and all that don't smell like cigarettes. I like I said, this truck is dirty. I try to keep it clean as I can. And in the summertime, I do much better. But this time of year in the spring in Tennessee, you might as well just forget it. Just forget it, because this pollen and all this stuff is flying around everywhere. So anyway, I just thought I'd tell you this little trick. I hope that you can find it useful if you have an old car or an old truck that maybe smells musty, or maybe you smell remnants of mice being in it. I have, I'm kind of I'm kind of famous for putting glue traps everywhere and in my vehicles, and people ask me, well, have you ever found a mouse on your glue trap or something? Yes, I have. I don't know how they get in vehicles, but they can get in and they will eat every wire, everything. So, I mean, if I got glue traps sitting around, a lot of times they'll go to the glue trap, because the glue trap, to me, it smells good. So, they'll kind of nibble around on it. Next thing you know, you've caught a mouse. And the good thing about a glue trap is, if you don't check your glue trap, real often, the mouse will be on there and it'll be dead. All you gotta do is pick up the glue trap, put it in a little bag and throw it away. Whereas with a mouse trap well, I should say poison. If you use poison, while you're going to have a dead mouse and you don't know exactly where it's at. They dive in your headliner. Just wherever they can crawl in, and they can crawl in some of the darndest places I've ever seen. So I had one of my friends had his headliner done, and they ate holes in it. So, I mean, brand new headliner. So they just get in some of the darndest places. So anyway, I got off topic, and I'm sorry. Try the coffee trick and let me know if you think it works good for you. It did for me. So, and that came from a professional detailer, and I'm proud he told me that trick. But anyway, I hope y'all's having a really good day today. The sun is out and it's nice and warm, probably about 75, and just having a really good day today, and I hope that you are too. I hope y'all stay safe. God bless each and every one of y'all. And I'm just curious to know if anybody else tries that trick. Let me know if it works for you. It did for me. That's just my take on it, my opinion. I'm not being sponsored by I'm not being sponsored by anybody. So anyway, y'all have a good day. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget, I got 2 YouTube channels. Of course, you're watching Primer is Best, and I have a second YouTube channel called Man on a Budget. That is me. I am that man on a budget. So be sure to check me out. Subscribe to both channels. I would appreciate it. My wife will put a link in the description. If you have a hard time finding Man on a Budget, go to the description on my video here on Primer is Best, and it'll take you right to it. And subscribe. Let me know you're on board. I would appreciate it. Y'all have a great day. God bless y'all. I'll catch you in the next one. See y'all later.